So I've never been a big furniture guy. I've always just bought what I thought looked good until I replaced my normal bed with a Japanese futon. That one change got me questioning something that I had never really thought about before, which is what our furniture is actually made out of. And after loving my organic Japanese futon, it got me thinking what other furniture pieces I spend the most time on in my house other than my bed. And the answer was obvious, my couch. So I started doing research, and once I learned what was inside of most normal couches, I was completely shocked and I knew I had to make a change.
That's nice.
This is nice. Wow. Oh, this is actually really nice. Dang. Dude, I might have to get me one of these.
Okay, I'm hooked. It's comfy.
Modern couches are chemical delivery systems sitting in your living room. Let's start with the biggest issue, polyurethane foam.
Science presents a new synthetic sensation. It's the world's lightest solid.
About 90% of couches today use polyurethane foam for the couch cushions. It's a petroleum-based plastic made by mixing liquid chemicals together until they form a solid foam. Manufacturers love it because it's extremely cheap, lightweight, and easy to mass produce. And at first it feels great. It's soft, plush, and super comfortable. But it breaks down fast, and more importantly, it off-gases toxic chemicals into your home. So the main issue with having polyurethane foam in your couch is that it releases VOCs into your household air. VOCs stand for volatile organic compounds, and they're known to irritate your eyes, lungs, and skin. They can give you headaches or brain fog, and they worsen your indoor air quality. So basically how this works is that polyurethane foam is an open cell structure, so it's kind of like a sponge. And so when you sit onto your couch, you're basically compressing those air bubbles, which forces the trapped air out into your home. And so on top of that, volatile organic compounds are activated by heat. So when you're sitting or laying on your couch, your body heat and humidity further activates those compounds. And even if you never sit on your couch, it still off-gases passively, and this is because the VOCs and chemicals that are in the polyurethane foam slowly migrate to the surface and evaporate into the air. The next major issue is chemical flame retardants. For decades, furniture had to meet a California flammability law called TB 117. To pass this requirement, manufacturers had to add massive amounts of flame retardant chemicals directly into the foam because polyurethane foam is extremely flammable. The problem? Over time, flame retardant chemicals don't stay put in the foam. They actually break down into microscopic particles and end up in household dust. So instead of inhaling them as a gas like VOCs, you actually ingest them. They settle on your floors, your tables, and your hands, and then when you end up touching your food or your mouth, they get into your body. This is why toddlers have up to 3 times the amount of chemicals in their blood, because they're often crawling on the ground and putting their hands in their mouth. These compounds are linked to endocrine disruption, thyroid problems, neurotoxicity, and cancer risk. And the worst part, your body can't easily get rid of them, so they accumulate over time. So the good news is that these laws have changed. Around 2015, the requirements were updated for flammability laws so that manufacturers could improve the fabric material used instead of just having to dump the flame retardants into the foam itself. And in 2021, the SOFA Act made this standard national, so today only about 10 to 15% of modern couches have flame retardant chemicals in the foam itself, but anything made before 2014 typically does. The last major issue is the fabric itself. Most couches today are upholstered with petroleum-based fabrics like polyester, olefin, nylon, or acrylic. They're cheap, durable, and easy to clean. But over time, they shed microplastics into your home. And while the plastic fabric itself is relatively inert, the real problem is the chemical coatings applied to them. Those performance features that you see advertised like stain-resistant, waterproof, antimicrobial, and wrinkle-free almost always come from chemical treatments. And many of these coatings contain PFAs, also known as forever chemicals. They don't break down in your body or in the environment. And they've been linked to immune suppression, hormone disruption, and increased cancer risk. And so once I understood all this, it completely changed the way that I think about furniture, because your couch isn't just something that you're sitting on, it's something that you're absorbing and breathing every single day. And that's why I decided to get an organic couch from the Futon Shop. So this is the same company that I got my organic Japanese futon and organic tatami bed frame from 2.5 years ago. And they were kind enough to send me this couch in exchange for a review. They're located in San Francisco, and they've been making quality organic furniture in the United States since the 1970s. So what's really better about an organic couch? First, there's no polyurethane foam. Instead, the cushions are made of natural latex. Latex comes from rubber trees. It's breathable, durable, and doesn't off-gas petrochemical VOCs the same way that foam does. It holds its shape and lasts years longer without breaking down. Second, there are no chemical flame retardants in this couch. Instead of dumping chemicals into foam, the latex is wrapped in organic wool. This is good because wool is naturally fire resistant. It meets flammability standards without any chemical additives. So there's no endocrine disrupting dust, no flame retardant particles breaking down over time, and no unnecessary chemicals accumulating in your home. Third, there's no synthetic plastic fabrics. Instead of polyester or performance blends, this couch is upholstered in organic cotton. That means no PFA coatings, no antimicrobial treatments, and no stain-resistant chemical layers. Just breathable, natural fabric, the way that furniture used to be made. Even the structure of the couch is different. Instead of cheap particle board or glued composites, the frame and bench are handcrafted from solid alder wood, a strong, sustainable hardwood built in Los Angeles, California, with final finishing done in their San Francisco workshop. The wood is kiln dried, which prevents warping and cracking over time. And the cushions are fully removable, so you can clean and maintain everything easily. Also, it's all made in the United States, not mass produced overseas. So when I was first picking out the couch, they have so many customization options, so I ordered swatches for the different fabric options that I was interested in. They have so many different ones to choose from, like cotton, linen, and hemp, and I ended up choosing Ivory Skookum, which is organic cotton, pre-shrunk and washable. Taking delivery of the couch was super easy. It came in 2 huge boxes and was already assembled. So all I had to do was remove the boxes and push the 2 pieces of the couch together. Okay, so I just received the couch yesterday, and the first thing I noticed is that there's no super strong new couch chemical smell. It literally just feels good to go out of the box. And second, the couch is so comfortable. I'm actually really happy with the fabric that I chose, the Ivory one. I didn't know exactly how white it would be, but it feels so soft.
It's thick, that's the word. The fabric is really thick, which makes, again, feels really quality, like high quality, versus like thin or stretchy. Like you can tell it's almost like a canvas or something. It feels like a really nice material.
The couch is a lot firmer than most modern couches. Like you're not just sinking into it.
Okay, when I sat down, it kept me upright, and I love that because I'm so over this cloud couch where everyone just melts into non-existence.
Yeah.
This feels like I could actually sit up and interact with my friends and host and eat and read a book versus just sinking into a pit. It's a really good balance of holding you upright but also being really comfortable. Oh, that's nice. It's the perfect balance of comfort, but you're really well supported.
Yeah, this is super nice. It actually reminds me of the Shiki Futon that we sleep on. It has that same feel. I would actually say it's a little bit softer than the Shiki Futon, in a good way though. And I'm assuming that's because it's filled with probably the same stuff as the Shiki Futon, so natural filling, organic cotton on the outside. I mean, this is like a dream couch if you care about your health, in my opinion.
So what are the downsides of this couch? Well, first, as far as pricing goes, this couch is expensive. And if you think about it, it makes sense because this couch uses organic, natural materials and it's produced in the United States, so you kind of get what you pay for. But natural organic couches can last much longer than conventional ones. That's because most couches actually fail from the inside out. It's not from fabric rips, it's because the foam collapses and the frame loosens. The typical lifespan of a conventional couch is 3 to 7 years before it has really noticeable sagging. But latex is naturally elastic and springy, and it holds its shape a lot better and is a lot more durable than polyurethane foam. The couches and sofas from the Futon Shop are built to last 10 years. But this specific couch that I got from the Futon Shop is modular, which means that you can add to it over time and you can replace specific parts when you need to. So a natural couch often outlasts 2 to 3 conventional couches. So while you might end up paying more upfront for this couch, it'll last you so much longer and will be way healthier for your family and your home. So who do I think this couch is a good fit for? I would recommend an organic sofa from the Futon Shop for anyone who is sensitive to chemicals or VOCs. Anyone who wants organic, natural materials in their home. Anyone who wants to support companies making furniture in the United States. Families who want to avoid flame retardants for their children and pets. And anyone who wants longevity and craftsmanship in their furniture. So if you're interested in getting one of these couches for yourself, I have the one that I got from the Futon Shop linked below. They have tons of other cool sofas on there as well, and I have a special discount code for you in the description of this video. I hope you enjoyed watching. Please subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.